We are back with the Buffalonian podcast for a short week special. I'm Joe Cali. As always, I'm joined by none other than Dom Loss. Dom, if you can't tell, I'm getting over a scratchy throat, so it's going to be a little interesting here today. The Bills, dominating win, and dominating by Josh Allen standards. Not really scoreboard standards. It was closer than comfortable by any means, but Josh Allen, AFC Offensive Player of the Week for the 17th time. Congratulations.
17 for 17.
17 for 17. A little clap for the gentleman. And that passing offense woke up like the Undertaker out of the coffin. It was just out of nowhere. And there's a lot to get to. The whole Keyon Coleman situation. He wasn't in the lineup, just in case you live under a rock, against the Buccaneers, and the passing offense exploded. But now, like I said, a short week, immediately looking towards the Houston Texans in Houston. The team's on their way there. So, I mean, we're recording this on a Wednesday. The game's on Thursday night. You're going to get a game day special recap and preview. It's a betting on the Bills mishmash. But Dom, while we're on the review part, we're analyzing the win over the Buccaneers and the bake show. Was your heart palpitating during that game at all? I mean, I think I thought the Bills were going to win that game going in, as we know. But that was a little too close for comfort. And then Josh Allen was being Josh Allen, like starting with that turnover. I immediately was like, oh, this is vintage. Gabe Davis steps onto the field. We're so back to 2023. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. It was entertaining. It was big kick returns. Explosive plays.
Yeah.
Kind of everything you want in a football game happened. If Josh Allen 10 years from now, 20 years after he retires, your grandkids ask you, what was Josh Allen like? I think this is definitely a top tier Josh Allen game with the turnovers, also the 6 touchdowns. Like, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Like, again, he has another one of those 3 touchdowns to be passing.
Same as the Rams game.
The Rams game. Obviously, he's the only quarterback now in NFL history to do that.
Yeah.
Third time that's ever happened, other than Otto Graham, him twice. And it just was, I don't know, it was an entertaining / bizarre game.
Bizarre was the right word.
They end up winning. They end up winning by 12 and
44-32. Not too bad.
It felt like the right team ended up winning, all things considered, because I thought the Bills, especially in the second half, started to play a little bit better.
Yeah.
Play a little bit more complimentary football. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to break down. I think there's a lot of good.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some bad.
Agreed.
But at the end of the day, I think they beat a really good. I think Tampa's good. I know Tampa's a little banged up on offense, but I think Tampa's a really good football team. So I don't know. I think this is a quality one. I think this is what I was talking about, though, last week after the Miami game, of everyone with the sky falling. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We might miss the playoffs. And it's just like, take a breath. This is a roller coaster. And I also think it just shows that coming to Buffalo is a tough place to win.
Mm-hmm.
It just is. And that's why, again, when people are talking about, oh my God, like, could we miss the playoffs? I think it's just like, I don't know, man. They have some pretty easier games on the road
coming up. Yeah.
They host the Jets. They go to Cleveland.
They end up hosting Philly. That looks like in the Patriots in Foxborough and Philly look to be the 2 toughest games.
Cincy's kind of weird. Is Burrow going to play? But that's in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh now kind of looks a little weird too, because who knows if Aaron Rodgers' availability is something or something.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at their schedule, again, it doesn't seem as daunting as it was a week ago.
Yeah.
And it's because you got through a really good opponent in Tampa, and some other stuff happened to your other opponents on the schedule that you feel a little bit better. So
you do feel a little bit better. And I, like you said, Tampa's nothing to scoff at.
We have Tampa as an elite team in the tiers.
We do, in the tiers, which you won't see this week. You're not going to get an updated tier list till next week just because of the short week and everything. But they're a good team. Baker Mayfield, good quarterback, great quarterback. So to be able, and the defense did come up with a few good stops, 6 stops, I want to say, without like turning the ball over or anything like that, right?
I mean,
I think it was
probably
6.
with turnovers, it's 6.
With turnovers, it's 6. Yes.
And it also depends on if you count the last drive when they kneeled out.
I don't think they count. I don't think on the metric I saw that was counted.
You talk, I'll look up.
I think it was 6 without that being counted. And the Broncos lead the NFL with the average of 6 right now. So their defense did a hell of a job stopping the Baker Mayfield. And I know there were a couple questionable plays and stuff like that. The run defense with Sean Tucker, Syracuse alum, more like,
I am pleased with my performance.
What do you mean?
That's his thing.
Is that what he said?
That's his thing, yeah. He does that. He does that after every game. He goes, "I am pleased with my performance."
Like a robot?
Yeah, look it up. Look up his
My
Twitter
God.
account. It's awesome. So I got punt Tampa on the first drive.
Mhm.
They had another punt in the second quarter, so that's 2. They had in the third quarter a punt.
Mhm.
As my thing is glitched out. So
When you need it most.
When you need it most, so that's 3. So yeah, it probably is gonna be 6 because there was the punt on 4th and 2 and the interception and the fumble. So
Yeah, the punt on 4th and 2. That was something.
Down
right?
5 is cowardly.
Yeah,
Dude.
coward. The Green Goblin mask called out the top
At least maybe
holes and
hope
he didn't
that
listen.
if like you don't get it, like maybe hopefully your defense gets to stop and they kick a field goal and it's still an 8-point game.
Yeah. Yeah.
One position game. But
No, it was a good game. It was very entertaining. A little bit of a return to form for Josh Allen.
maybe the game of the weekend.
I would say the game of the weekend.
From an entertainment value.
Yeah, that was, like you said, everything you want to see in a football game and more. Shoot up some heroin. That might be the similar effect as watching that game. Don't actually do that. That was a joke. But without further ado, Dom, abbreviated Dom 5. We'll just roll through. If you have even a Dom 5, we can just continue to break down the game, whatever you want to do. So, number 1.
Number 1, the return of the Mac. Return of Josh Allen.
Josh Alien is back.
Josh Allen has returned.
Yeah.
I think this is the prototypical Josh game. As I said, the 2 interceptions. You could make a good argument that Josh cost them. What is it? 5 points. I mean, the second interception they actually punted and didn't get anything. But I mean, he two-handed chest passed.
Yeah.
To a linebacker.
Yeah,
or
what are we
corner.
doing? What are we doing?
And then he missed Reggie Gilliam wide open in the flat version.
Yeah.
So he legitimately costed them 5 points. And then he also did the interception. And I will say it, none of it mattered.
No.
Like it's a typical Josh game where like I don't think Josh played particularly like
he didn't play well. He played good. Okay, that might be a stretch. He was
like
shaky.
B-tier. He was B.
Yes, he was an average,
above average.
There was a word I had earlier this week that perfectly encapsulated it, but I'm blanking on that word right now. I don't know. He wasn't spectacular. He was and wasn't. Like, it's kind of a combination. Like, yes, he did have those 2 I mean, the second one, like you said. But the first one, the chest pass to the linebacker, that's boneheaded, okay? That was vintage 2018 Josh Allen. But then he scores 6 touchdowns, 3 through the air and 3 on the ground. And you're like, what do I even make of this? It's the most schizophrenic quarterback you've ever seen.
Especially one of them on like a ball that was like 60 yards in the air.
Yes.
Freaking dime.
Yeah.
In the wind.
The first time we've seen that in a long time from Josh Allen. So
yeah, so I mean, just kind of a bizarre game. Again, the game was bizarre. I think Josh Allen's performance is bizarre because you walk out and go, it wasn't his best game.
No.
And then you look at the box score and it's like, dude had 300 yards passing, another 40 on the ground, 350 over total.
He only missed like 11 passes.
6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's 63%.
Yeah.
It wasn't. But yeah, I thought Josh, after that second interception, was dialed.
Yeah. He was schizophrenic in the best way
He made
possible.
a mistake on the second interception. His eyes in the wrong spot. Should have threw it to the running back. Forced one to Knox. But
yeah, he was a psycho. That touchdown to Shavers too. He said option 1 and 2 were there. He just, you know what? We're gonna huck it down the field.
And you know what too? We're forgetting about the most Josh Allen play ever. What play do you think perfectly encapsulates Josh Allen in that game?
What play? Him cackling into the end zone?
No. The failed lateral.
Oh yeah. You know what?
I was pissed at them because I was like, dude, you made such a great play on that third down to run, and I was like, dude, you're gonna be like 3 yards short. They're gonna go.
Yeah,
we're gonna 4th and 3. We're going for it.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
And he laterals. I'm like, oh my god, it was definitely 4. I'm like, dude, now it's 4th and 9. We are definitely punting. Like,
so everyone on the sidelines was like, the wind blew that forward, and I'm like, that just looked like it was going. It was misleading at first because Allen was going forward and the running back was behind him. So like, yeah, it looked backwards to Allen. It wasn't though. That thing was traveling.
I still said this to the guys in the press box. I was like, well, I don't know why he just doesn't stop and fire that thing.
Right.
Like,
I only saw the replay. I'm not going to lie. I did leave at halftime, worked real quick to go grab some Dayquil because I was already feeling out of sorts. But I got the radio call of that, and then I walked into the replay, and I was like, what did I just hear / watch? And yeah, that was something. That does perfectly. Honestly, that's why I forgot about it because I didn't like see it in real time. What an asshole for laughing into the end zone like that, though. Like, the Joker came out to play. It's just unbelievable. And you think Baker's a trash talker. Josh Allen had a masterclass in it.
Sportsmanship, come on.
Okay.
Won the Sportsman Award. Show some respect. No.
Voted the biggest trash talker and wins Sportsmanlike award in the same year.
Number 2. I have number 3 pretty quickly after this
That's
one.
fine. Yeah,
but
just roll through.
Number 2, Keyon ... What happens now? Because okay, that's extreme. I just don't
send a message.
Okay, I think the message has been sent. I think the problem is
joking, by the way,
is that he wasn't benched because of performance. And as much as people want that to be true, that's not what happened. He got benched for disciplinary reasons of missing another or being late or
missing or being late. One of the
I
two.
don't know which one
he still missed it either way. He missed
Yeah.
a chunk of it. Let's just say that. Yeah.
And he got pretty much suspended for the game. Let's just call it how it is.
Yeah.
Team suspension. And the problem is that he wasn't benched because of performance. But now, after this game,
Gabe Davis was
feels
an upgrade
like
on the boundary.
it feels like he kind of should be.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what he got? He got Wally pipped.
He did.
He got Wally pipped.
Wally Pip. Yep. You're 100% right.
You know how like they say like when you die, like you're always gonna be remembered when people like bring up your name or whatever. Wally Pip was gonna live forever.
It's a damn shame too how he's living forever.
That's
just getting
true.
dragged through the mud.
Maybe he wishes he wouldn't.
Probably. He's probably floating above us somewhere right now, just figuratively
Yeah,
cussing us out. I don't know, but no.
comparing him to Keyon Coleman is it the ultimate
Maybe
sin.
Keyon will take Wally Pip's place. Who knows?
But yeah, I mean it might be the Keyon Coleman.
Yeah.
But no, he really did because I think Palmer, I thought had some. Listen, Palmer is a guy that it's like the opposite of this Josh Allen performance, right?
Yeah.
You look at the stat sheet, he had 2 for 17. It's like okay, like whatever. He was open quite a bit of times.
He was.
Like even the first play of the game when whatever Josh was doing on the first play of the game,
Yeah.
like Palmer was open. That could have been a big game. So I think Palmer back helps. I think Gabe Davis was good, man. You saw the instant chemistry of him and Josh.
Yep.
The scramble drill.
Back like he never left.
He took over like those. Even Josh Palmer caught one of those Keyon routes where like instead of running it, they threw it for 5 yards. I know Gabe Davis kind of somewhat dropped one.
Well, Allen was like that was he.
Yeah,
he was like I didn't mean to throw it as hard as I did at him right out of the gate. But imagine catching that.
Gabe Davis caught the big fourth down. Who does he look to? Gabe Davis.
Right.
And Gabe Davis, to credit to Gabe Davis, he beat the guy's leverage and he won the route.
Coming back from injury, it was pretty impressive to see Gabe go out there and do that.
I think it's a question of like, what do you do? Because I don't want to get too far ahead into the preview of this game, but I just think there's a numbers game. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
There's some injuries. We'll see what happens.
But number 3,
yes,
is again this. I think this comes more to Joe Brady. Is Joe Brady let the dog off the leash?
Yeah.
And I think he deserves a lot of credit. Listen, I think McDermott and Brady deserve a lot of credit for how the offense looked on Sunday.
No, I agree with you.
Because I think they got a lot of hate, and maybe some of it was deserved. But listen, I'll say this too, guys. Like, we're more than halfway through the year now. They're allowed to do this now. Like, I don't mind the whole. We're not going to let Josh Allen in the first half of the season do these design runs or let him completely off the hook.
Yeah.
And
well,
maybe
you don't want to risk injury.
I think they were trying to figure out their team. I think they've realized now what we've been saying is they need to just keep scoring points and keep pushing the pedal to the metal, and they had to stop playing.
Am I hearing all gas, no brakes come out of your mouth?
I'm a little bit like that now.
Oh, look at that. Look at the change.
I've come around a little bit.
All gas, no brakes. Yes.
I think, though,
Gang, gang.
if we're being honest, it's all gas, slight brakes.
It's all gas and kissing the gas
Like,
and the
is
brake.
it possible that we can have the running game get back to form after a couple weeks off while also having this Josh Allen?
Yeah.
I think that's the key. If they're able to do that,
I think this Josh Allen's the key to actually getting the running game back, because then they're going to be guessing what you're going to be doing.
That's what I'm saying. I think that is huge. If they're able to do that,
because then the play action becomes that much more effective.
which was super effective.
Yeah.
Well, because they ran the ball so well,
Right.
it was super effective. And now with the real threat of the throw, so I think that's huge. I think that adds a lot of element to this offense that they were
100%.
missing. I think it lets Josh kind of be Josh. I don't think we're going to see mopey Josh anymore. I think we're going to see
Grandma's going to see him smile every week.
Yeah.
I do have one thing to say about Keyon Coleman, if you don't mind, really quick.
Sure.
Everyone, okay. I don't know where you're going to be on this. Just
well, I wasn't even anti-cut Keyon Coleman. You seem to be pro.
No, that was a joke. I'm not saying to cut him. While I'm
you
saying
wouldn't be
this,
upset though if they did.
No, I wouldn't.
So,
I wouldn't have been upset if they traded him at the deadline. I would have been fine before this happened. But at the end of the day, if he's on the team, he's a young player, he's around our age, I would like to see him succeed. And I think everybody would. I'd rather see him succeed than fail. But for the excuses of, oh, he's a 22-year-old kid, he needs to figure, like, he's just figuring himself out. I'm going to look dead into the camera for a second. Dom, how old are we?
23.
Or 23, yes. Can you make it to a job on time?
Sure.
Do you get paid hundreds of thousands or even millions a year?
No, I do not.
No. You're gifted the golden opportunity with the golden quarterback in the NFL. And you can't even show up to a meeting on time? At least be like the Giants guy who's sleeping at the facility, right? Live and breathe the facility. You can either be good and late or bad and on time. And I'm sorry, Keyon, this season, it's been bad and late. So you've been on the wrong side of both of those. And I don't know. It's just like, I guess, to put myself into this and say what you want after. But I'm up at 4 o'clock every morning. Do I get paid enough for what I do? No, I don't. And I'll say that. And then I come home. I shoot podcasts. This one, others. Grind, right? Write articles. I know it's not playing in the NFL. But if we have the discipline to do our jobs and be on time for our jobs, and we're not making millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars playing in a game at the end of the day, there's no excuse for that, in my opinion.
Sure.
And that's where I stand on it. I want to see him succeed, but I have no empathy for him being, that excuse of him being 22. When we were 22, we had maturity figured out.
So I think I agree with about 90% of what you said.
Okay.
The 10% I'll disagree on is I think people in all facets of life mature at different rates.
And I understand that.
So that's my only 10% is like,
yes,
maybe he's going around slower, and there's nothing truly wrong with that as long as he matures.
Everyone's at their own pace. He's just got to arrive at it. And from what we've seen,
it's enough of being patient for waiting for him to arrive at it. Now is
his first disciplinary action was in the middle of last season.
No,
and then earlier this season. This is the second time this season.
100%. I agree.
So it's
over now.
We're not trending up. We're staying at the same, and if not, we're going down. Like we're peaking.
We don't know how frequent they've been. We
don't know everything behind the door.
I would assume it's more than 3.
It's got to be. You don't get benched for an entire game if it's just the third time.
Yeah.
McDermott was talking about his strike system the one day, and it sounds like it did not sound like this was just 3 times.
No, I agree.
So that's my stance on Coleman.
Number 4, the young guy is changing the defense.
Yeah.
Again,
new blood.
I think there's a lot to criticize Bean for about the receiver room. I think there's a lot to criticize him for the kind of the structure of this defense.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fair to say, though, Harrison looks really nice.
Yep.
I think it's safe to say that the best player on the defense is Cole Bishop.
100%.
And I think you can make the case that their best defensive lineman at the moment is Dean Walker.
No,
maybe not rushing the passer, but I think I still maybe say
in all facets, I would say probably
maybe their best defensive tackle is Dean Walker. I thought he played really well on Sunday, and I think that's great to see. I think it's a awesome change. We're seeing youth. I thought Benford played his best game of the year. Looked a little bit more spry. Really did a good job taking out Ibuka, which is what they needed to do. So I thought, listen, Bernard doesn't look quite right. I thought Milano was kind of fine.
Milano's okay. He's there now.
Poyer had 15 tackles. I thought he was pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think Taron Johnson is a complete mess.
Bernard we need Shaq Thompson to get healthy again so Bernard can actually get right.
I just don't think that's going to happen.
No?
No.
You don't think Shaq Thompson will be healthy? Or you don't think they'll...
Both.
Yeah, okay.
Don't you? First off, I like Shaq Thompson, but acting like he's a saint with injury, like he's had
I know.
of injuries.
I know.
And the hammy,
even this season, he's coming back from an injury.
This is like the second straight time he's had a hamstring injury.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if we could at least get a rotation going and save them a little bit, that would be okay.
I didn't think I think now they've just kind of decided that they want Bernard to find the rhythm of the injury.
He didn't do too bad. There were a couple plays you saw him slow down because he was still dealing.
Chase down Baker.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That's why,
he did okay.
I'll say this. That's why some of these contracts that they handed out, I'm willing to just give another year.
Yeah.
I just give me another year on any contract that you think is bad that they handed out last year in the extensions. Give me one more season with the guy, and then we'll have an actual debate on whether they should. Like, there's no doubt Bernard's going to be the middle linebacker of the team next year. To me, like, same thing about just give me another year where they're actually hopefully healthier, and we'll actually see if their play is declined. But yeah, I'll say this too, and this might be controversial. What I think this is true.
Okay.
We talk a lot about Jordan Poyer and his mentorship of Bishop, and Bishop talks about it, and how Bishop has went up like 5 levels with Poyer, and now seems to be playing like an all-pro level, which is crazy. I just wonder, Joe, if we are being a little bit blind to the fact of Bernard has had all these different partners next to him. Dorian Williams, Spector, Shaq Thompson, Milano. And I just that's the thing with Bernard. I've been pretty anti-Bernard all year. I think I've gotten the Shaq Thompson should start over him, but now that Shaq's injured, I just don't can we just see Bernard with a healthy Bernard with maybe a more stabilizing second linebacker next to him? And if he still sucks, I'm all in. I'm all in.
Yeah.
I think that's an underrated storyline, is that I don't think this guy has played consistently with a partner that he trusts. Like, even Milano.
He was injured for a good
Milano played, the first 4 games with Bernard?
Yeah.
And then it was Tyrell Dodson.
Yeah.
So.
Tyrell Dodson, that's right.
But I'll say this too, when it was Tyrell Dodson, and Tyrell Dodson pretty much played the entire season, that was Bernard's best play.
Yeah, because they actually had some solid chemistry, and Dodson actually had a pretty good season that
year.
So above expectation.
I think that's something we have to look at in the offseason and be realistic, is that
he's playing in Miami, maybe just bring him back. See if it works out,
I just think that's something that's something we need to look at. Is I think
that's a very good point.
Stabilizing that linebacker spot may do the 1+1 synergy you have with Poyer and Bishop.
Yeah,
1+1 = 3. I think the same thing could happen
because Poyer's or Bishop's never looked better. He's never looked better.
And you could maybe make a case that helps Taron Johnson, because that's a second level defender. I'm just saying, I would look into that. But
it's a good point.
It's good to see the young guys play well, and some of the old guys that still think need to step up. I don't giving up 200 rushing yards is unacceptable.
To the third string runner, I know he's good, but still.
I think that my biggest problem too is it doesn't feel, and maybe this is from my perspective, it doesn't feel like they're just getting, at times, it doesn't feel like they're just getting they're just running 4-5 yards a clip down our throats. It's, we're getting up 40, 30, 20-yard runs. We're giving up explosive runs.
It's a nightmare.
So that would be my concern, is that I feel like the Bills do it. Dorian Nolan's played pretty well.
I agree.
Something to look at.
That's 100% a concern. But listen, if they're putting up the amount of points like their offense was,
it's still something that needs to work on. It
needs to get worked on. But you have a little bit of wiggle room on that.
This is a hot take, because I saw Sleepy Joe's take about everyone.
Sleepy Joe.
Oh, who's it?
You said Sleepy. That's a different guy. But
sorry. Got the what?
That's the different. That's a meme of a different
one
Joe.
Of the dwarves from Snow White.
Yeah.
Sneaky Joe, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, everyone talks about the fatal flaw with the run defense, but they lose to the Chiefs every year. I don't know, my guy. They let the Chiefs run on them pretty good when they play them against them in the playoffs, and the Chiefs are not a good running team.
Yeah, no.
I firmly that was a dumb argument. Did we all see the 23 freaking playoffs when they went into Buffalo and they had an efficient day and Pacheco ran the ball down our throat?
Well, yeah, that's the one game you can really point at.
Or Kareem Hunt had a good one. Even, dude, the biggest argument anyone could possibly make about Josh Allen outplaying Patrick Mahomes in that 13 seconds divisional round is that Patrick Mahomes had a consistent running game and Josh Allen did not after the first drive of Singletary. I just feel like
speaking of Singletary, he had quite a weekend.
Yeah. But a little bit slightly missed me with that. I think that was
kind of between the lines. I listen.
I don't want to go off your guy, but I was like, I don't know, man. It still impacted the
that game. I totally understand where you're coming from. In the last 2 years, sure, you know what I mean. Whatever. I'm not. You know me. I'm not going to look back on the run defense and cower over it, because I've been an all gas no brakes guy from the beginning. So they can just score. I'm happy with it. So what's number 5? What are we looking at?
Number 5, return game gets a boost.
Yeah, even in Safe Man, Mecole Hardman's like, yeah, let's do this. Let's just take it back, and then he gets
so
rocked.
Dumb.
Yeah.
it would have been such an amazing.
Yeah.
This
Was
would've-
that? You think that was the call on purpose? A safe man, and then you're actually going to take it.
Oh no!
Like,
that part, no.
We're gonna actually like just trick them. They're gonna think, yeah,
No,
this should have been a fair catch.
Safe man. No, dude, safe man was not. I hate you. I hate you for making me talk about that.
Yeah, that was egregious. But
Ray Davis looked good, returning the most explosive. Ray Davis looked all game, all season. Excuse me. I thought Harmon, absolutely, with the one return looked good. The punt was terrible. You saw his speed though, vertical speed on the one play that was this close to hitting that he probably should have caught. Unfortunately, now he's injured. And he's a calf, and who knows when he's coming back. But
yeah, rumor has it they took the baseball bat to the back of his leg after he fumbled that kick return. So
Jesus, but
self-inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, it was good to see the return game boost. I think that was huge, especially with how stagnant the Bills' offense has been. The last week in Miami, like to immediately be down 3-0, it's like, oh man, just do a freaking terrible interception. We're down 3-0, like this is bad. And he immediately
good on the defense for holding them to 3 though in the red zone.
Yeah, one of the few times the defense.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, Again, happy with that.
I am too. I can look past anything if it's that. You know what I mean? Like, look past might not be the right term, but like, I can overlook some flaws if that's going to be what they're able to do. And the Texans defense, I mean, kind of, I guess, transitioning into the preview a little bit, Texans defense is a lot better than Tampa's. It's one of the top defenses in the NFL.
Good take there, Captain Hoppy.
I mean, it's not even a take. I'm just saying it's fact.
I think that you can make a case of the best defense in the entire National Football
League. And Joe
League.
Brady, I mean, he in the press conference, he was waiting for like the breakdown of a possible weakness, and he just got on paper that they're the best defense in the NFL, and he's like, oh, that's that. So we're gonna see what they're able to do. I mean,
you want to go on the preview now?
Yeah, might as well, right? We're starting to talk about it. We'll start with offense. We'll go from there. I look back. I heard Dan Orlovsky talking about this yesterday. Denver game against the Texans last year. They were ripping that down the field, right?
I thought he meant this year.
Maybe it was this year.
I don't know if they played last year. Like I know what you're talking about. I think he meant to say this.
Maybe.
Year.
I don't know. I'm just going off of what he said. I don't know if they played this year or last year, but I remember.
I know they played this year because that's when Stroud got freaking.
Yes. But I remember what he was saying. Like, it didn't hit down the field at all times. But they were taking shots, and that's why they were able to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
We just saw last week this Bills offense now in Allen's state he's currently in, not afraid to take shots down the field. And did all of them work? No, I don't think they did. And there were some incomplete passes, sure. But if you do that, that might open up opportunities elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't just give that up when it's a good secondary. Like they do have a very good secondary. But test them. Send it down there. I mean, let's not throw interceptions, okay? Like, let's not go that far. Let's not arm punt every other down. But, and Mike McDaniel acknowledged arm punts are real a couple weeks ago.
I mean, they are real.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think attacking the secondary, just on every so often throwing a deep ball and seeing if it can connect. And honestly, I think that'll open up the play action in the run game, too, because they're not going to know what to really expect from you. So I guess my offensive key is to remain shifty. If that makes sense, just kind of throw everything you can at them and see what sticks at first, and then kind of take your game plan from there and attack down the field. I think that should be a formula from here on out with Josh Allen. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where this is kind of a tough matchup for the Bills.
Yeah. Even with Davis Mills.
Even if Davis Mills, I think going on the road to Houston, which has been an absolute place of horror.
Well, they were thrown out of the end zone like they pretty much did it last week in that game and lost it doing it. So
can you name the 3 other places in the AFC that Josh Allen has not won?
Did they play in Tennessee?
They've played everywhere.
They won in Tennessee. Paycor Stadium, Bengals.
That's one.
That's one of them
because they lost that 2023 game.
The DeMar Hamlin game? No, that doesn't count.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about next year.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. It's the one I immediately go to in that stadium. Where else?
That's one.
AFC, that's it?
Well, there's more in the NFC.
No,
I
don't
care
that.
about AFC.
You want the AFC, that's it?
Just AFC. There's 2 more. After
what division? Do you mind giving me that?
One in the South, one in the North.
One in the South. It would be the Texans, wouldn't it?
Well, I said.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, sorry. I was making a point that they.
No, you're okay. I probably missed that. ADD and all. other than the Texans. Would it be no? They beat Mason Rudolph and the Titans in Tennessee, right? Or no? Would it be Tennessee?
They beat Tennessee in 2019.
2019. Oh, that's right. That's
That
right.
was the Duke Williams game.
Duke. And what was the other one other than the AFC South? I'm going to leave that one.
What? You don't know the team?
No, not in the AFC South. What's the other one? I'm going to try.
Oh, North.
AFC North.
Not Bengals. I have one more than Bengals.
Well, there's only process of elimination here. I'm trying to think. They've beat the Ravens. They've beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh. At least I think. The Browns? No, it's Pittsburgh.
Final answer, Pittsburgh? Yeah. They beat
an X?
They beat Pittsburgh 2019 Sunday Night Football with Duck Hodges.
That's right. No, I thought you went.
The correct answer, stunningly enough, is the Cleveland Browns.
That's crazy.
Because they lost to Cleveland in 2019. A good note is that you play
Baker Mayfield's Browns?
Yep.
Or was he injured?
Yep, I was there.
Oh, that's right. I remember you went.
But it's important to note that like Cleveland's been really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't like matched up divisional base with them, like with the games of like, oh, you finished at the same place. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chiefs, they've always finished first, so the Bills always play them. They haven't played the Browns on one of those type of games. So every 6 years, you go to the AFC team.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way of noting. So like this year, they have a chance to be winning Cleveland.
Right. Finally.
There's an AFC South team.
Is it the Jags?
Yes.
Yeah, the playoff game.
Yes.
The playoff game.
Well, that's not Allen, but they lost the Urban Meyer game 9-6.
Yeah, that one was bad.
So they don't have a chance to play the Jags until
it's AFC West next year.
Well, it matters if they finish in the same place. I don't know if that
division winner, right?
Yeah, they could play the Jags next year.
Yeah, division winner.
Well, no, because if the Bills finish second, the Jags finish second in the division, they would go to Jacksonville.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
They would be on the same line.
Sorry, I put a bet in the other day that the Bills are winning the AFC. So
but 2017 is 2017. Jesus, 2027 is the next time they officially on the schedule. Will definitely be in Jacksonville.
Okay. Yeah, Jacksonville. I couldn't remember any other team in the AFC South for the life of me. So.
They did win in Indianapolis last year. That was a team. And the NFC, it's funny. They have not beat the Cardinals in Arizona, but they have beat the San Francisco 49ers in Arizona. So technically, it's the 49ers.
Oh, wow.
And they have not beat the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. And they have not beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the Link.
Wow. Haven't they not played in the 49ers stadium?
Yep.
Like, never played there.
COVID. Yep.
Hey, listen.
So that happens in 28, I want to say. Yeah, 28.
It's going to happen before that.
Well, maybe not they'll play the Niners.
This season, no. Yeah, but maybe not playing the Niners. He's gonna get his first win in that stadium.
I'll take that one. But I'll go. Sorry, sidetrack for like 5 minutes. But
Texans.
Back to the Bills offense. The Texans are number one overall in defense, third in rush, third in pass, one scoring. Like it's an insane. Probably have the best outside cornerback duo.
And aren't the Bills like 28, 20, 31, and 32 or something like that?
No, the Bills are 12, 31, 2, 14.
Maybe I was looking at strictly rushing metrics there.
Yeah, rushing metrics are rough. We were 31st. I think the Texans can still get run on. I just think they have a lot of confidence in their DBs and they could load the box. Tim Settle, the Penguin, is somehow playing unbelievable football, even though he was absolutely
terrible,
hot garbage here. But whatever, man. But wrong scheme apparently. But yeah, they have one of the best edge duos too. And Will Anderson, who's a little banged up with an ankle, he's questionable. I assume he's going to play.
Yeah.
And Neil Hunter, who has 9 sacks. And this is a typical game of why do we pay Spencer Brown and Deion Dawkins a lot of money? Because they're great players, and you would hope they could neutralize really good players. And here you go, brother. This is the toughest matchup it's probably going to get. Maybe the best edge duo in the entire NFL. All yours, guys. Good luck.
Take it. Do it.
But I think for the Bills, I think you make a good point. Listen, no Jalen Petrie. He's out of concussion, and he's like their slot / safety. Taron Johnson, like prime Taron Johnson. So
yeah,
that's a good significant loss.
Well, not good. I don't like anyone being injured, but it is a positive for the Bills offense.
I do think the Bills need to be aggressive throwing downfield against these safeties.
Yeah.
I think they need to run the ball. I think Josh needs to run the ball.
Yeah, quarterback design runs I've been really liking. They've been pretty effective in the past couple weeks.
Josh also needs to be able to scramble. So I think that's...
He's not been great at that this season.
No, he's been awesome. He's been amazing.
No, but like the doubling back and all that stuff, like I feel like...
I mean, he kind of did that with the Shivers touchdown, no?
Yeah, but like last week was an outlier. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like last week was his better week. I don't know, like scrambling wise, he hasn't done anything like crazy.
Pretty good scrambling.
compared to years past. I guess.
I guess what do you describe as a scramble? Because like he had 2 of those times against Tampa where he like started running and he threw down the middle of the field. Like I would consider that a scramble.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like movement. Yeah.
When I think of scramble, I think like running. You know what I mean? Like that's how I'm thinking.
Sure.
He hasn't been as effective doing that unscripted this season as he has in years past.
Sure.
But that's also scheme wise.
I think the Bills cannot afford to what they did with Atlanta and all that, which is they just got in third and long, obvious pass rushing situations, and they came after them.
Yeah.
If the Bills can get into that neutral zone, third and medium, win first down. I think winning first down is the key for the Bills. If they can win first down and they can find a way to get matched up on some of these safeties and get some explosives, and can churn out Allen and Cook on the ground, I think they will score enough points to win.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a last week's game where they put up 44.
No.
I think 23 points is perfectly reasonable enough. I think that 23, 24 points is the number.
Yeah.
If they get to that number, I think you feel pretty confident. The Texans, we're switched to defense here. The Texans just...
I want to make one analogy before we go into defense.
Sure.
Someone said this to me today, and I actually kind of liked it.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
We try to golf. Okay? I'll just say that.
We put a good effort.
We put a good effort. If you're playing Tiger Woods in a match, right? You want to play him 1 hole or 18?
Probably 1. I have no chance of beating him in an 18-hole match.
Right. Stretching the game out, right? So, like, if the Bills' offense can score, like, as much as they can, I know they're not going to put up 44 again. But if they can go first, put the game kind of like, oh, we scored, like, you got to answer, like, elongate the game, Bills' offense. Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? Be Tiger going 18 instead of letting them, like, keeping it, I guess, conservative and trying to play to them for 1 hole. If that makes sense.
So what do you want the Bills to do, though? You want the Bills to take the ball?
Play like they did last week and do what they can. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be aggressive.
Sure.
Don't be just like run on first down, predictable, trying to figure them out. Like, just
they need
score points.
They need a mixture of both.
Yeah,
they need a mixture of both. Yep.
So be Tiger going 18 and not playing Tiger 1.
Sure. Don't play to lower the
Don't lower your value.
So if a couple of variables don't go your way, you're screwed. I agree.
Yeah.
But the Bills' defense, I mean, listen, this is not a good Texans offensive line. This is not a good Texans running back room. Woody Marks is kind of fine at his receiving back, but he's an all right runner, and Nick Chubb does his best, but he's not prime Nick Chubb.
No.
This is an offense.
Especially after that gruesome injury.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a passing offense that Schultz is a fine tight end. He's a little banged up. And Nico Collins is a stud receiver, but after that, not a whole lot. And Davis Mills is a viable backup quarterback. But again, at the end of the day, same thing I said with the Panthers is that he's a below average quarterback in the National Football League. Yeah. Just not trying to hurt feelings, but that's just true.
Well, the only thing he's been able to figure out that CJ Stroud hasn't is that Nico Collins is in fact on their roster. Like that.
Yeah, and he just throws the ball. So I think it's very similar. This game to me on defense is very similar, a little bit to last week of take Ibuka out of the game, make Tez Johnson, make Sterling Shepard beat you. They did, and they didn't make enough plays. Same thing with this past deck. Take out Nico Collins, make Jalen Noel, make Hutchinson, make Higgins, Schultz, like make those guys beat you, make them make plays.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't think they'll be able to make enough. I think defensively, I'm concerned about the running game because the Bills just aren't very good.
No.
But
average running backs run really well.
I will say this. I don't think this is necessarily a terrible matchup for the Bills rushing defense, only from this. This is not a good rushing attack, not a good offensive line. Again, not really great backs, not very explosive. Like, these aren't explosive backs, and those are usually the backs that cause the Bills the biggest problems.
Yes, the explosive runners. You're absolutely right.
I think I'm comfortable with this matchup for this Bills defense. I just think, hey, to get a couple turnovers on Davis Mills, put them in a negative game script where they have to start throwing the ball early and often, and then let's go.
That's where their secondary is the strongest part of their defense. We were just talking about that, right? With the young players.
Their coverage the last couple of weeks have been really good.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed in the pass rush. I don't know how they... obviously the clearance how they fix it is Michael Hoyt never dares.
and Oliver's bicep is intact. And he's not in a sling right
now. But I think they need both to get kind of healthy, which is kind of going to be a nice 10 days off after this game.
It'll be huge.
And I think as playing TJ Sanders where he should be playing, See, my frustration with the Bills is this. is that they love having Javon Solomon on special teams, and they have Javon Solomon playing this. Oh, we're gonna put Javon Solomon in as a defensive tackle around these rushing reps, and it's like freaking Dorian Williams is better than him. Javon Solomon sucks.
Yeah, he does.
Like he's just trash. You don't even play him anymore on like early downs.
No.
Then you have to play TJ Sanders there on early downs.
Yeah.
It's like this is why Morgan Fox, who he might be washed, is like this guy has to come in and play.
He's going to actually provide a little more upside than what you have on your roster.
You need him to be the fourth edge.
Yeah.
You need him to like.
You can't count on Daquan.
To help Bosa out. Yeah. To help Bosa out, make TJ Sanders and Daquan be freaking interior linemen. Like they cannot count on Javon Solomon. They need to stop with Javon Solomon.
But one thing defensively, just looking at this, the secondary, you're absolutely right. I 100% agree with everything you say. But they could marry the pass rush a little bit, right? You said a little bit of a banged up offensive line, not a great offensive line. This could be a Greg Rousseau get some pressure game, or a Joey Bosa get some pressure game, even though he's a little banged up. Deion Walker could get through and make some big plays. So if they could marry the pass rush a little bit with some of the coverage, I think you could actually have a very successful day against this offense. And then you do just go score on their defense, and you really don't have to worry about them.
I think maybe you could get some short fields.
Yes.
Right, and take advantage and score.
Davis Mills will make mistakes if you get enough pressure in his face.
Yeah.
So do it. Do it. That's what I think for defense.
So we won't do X factors, but let's do an MVP pick and the winner prediction. So
Max Hairston.
I like that.
I think he has a big day. I think he intercepts Davis Mills at least once. By the way, happy Nate Peterman Day. I said interception. I just remembered that. Throwback to the Chargers game on this day.
Great memory.
Yeah. Interception just brought that back right into my mind.
I'm gonna go Jordan Poyer.
I like it. All Pro Poe. Is he coming back?
No.
Oh.
Maybe All Pro Bishop, but 15 tackle game. I think he's gonna come. I think he's gonna be physical against the run, get a bunch of tackles. I think he'll get a turnover. I think he'll get an interception. So I'll go Poyer. I think he has a nice game.
Okay. I like it. And I guess score predictions now? Is that
where so the spread was 3.5 to start. It's now been bet up to 6 because I think they did 3.5 as like a
Stroud wasn't officially
We'll see if Stroud plays. If Stroud plays,
Yeah.
it probably goes down a little bit. If Stroud doesn't play, it's going to shoot up and it's shot up to 6. I'm going to go this 21-17 Bills. I think this is going to be a close game. I think this is going to be a little knee-knocker. I think the Bills' offense will get enough. I don't think this is going to be a pretty game. I don't think this is a day where we're going to be like, wow, Josh Allen, 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And I think the Bills' defense is going to win them the game.
Okay.
I think this is kind of similar to Kansas City, except I think the Houston defense is better than Kansas City, so I think that's why we get a little toe. So 21-17 Bills.
I really like your game plan for the Bills offense, though.
Thank you.
And I do feel comfortable after last week saying Joe Brady, I think, has an effective scheme to go and counteract this offense. And, I mean, this might be both of me, okay? It might be. I don't even know. I'm going to jinx it saying this. I really am. 32-10 Bills. I think their defense totally shuts down Davis Mills and the Houston offense. I think they can't even skip a rock. Deion Walker, I think, is going to munch. And like I said, Harrison and Bishop are going to have 2 great days on coverage, and I would love Poyer to have a great day as well. So I think if they can marry their pass rush and coverage, they're going to prevent them from scoring quite a bit. And at that point, I mean, if you go up on them and score points, they're going to be desperate. They're going to make mistakes. And I think that's how you get to a 32-10. And the Bills put up some points. So Alien, is he back this week? Josh Alien? I don't know. We're going to have to see. He's charged up, clearly maniacally laughing as he plows into people. So, can't really argue with that. And we'll go from there. But that's our Bills-Texans preview. Thursday Night Football. Last primetime game of the season. A lot of 425s coming up and 405s and 1 o'clocks. So, yeah. One of the 425s, I think, could get flexed back, too. The Bengals game, possibly.
To 1?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, maybe. I saw that on Twitter.
Do they have to make that announcement before this week? My only debate about that before we talk about Sabres is
with Burrow coming back.
With Burrow coming back, there's no way they move out that game up. There's no chance Burrow's going to come. No, I don't think it's going to happen.
You don't think so? I didn't think so either.
His practice window closed. It would be different. It would be different if his practice window closes that week.
Right.
So the Bengals had to make a decision.
We'll
now you could say the Bengals just go, F it. We're just going to rest them. We'll tank.
We'll keep them healthy.
Right.
We'll just draft some good picks. Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Or if they're like, oh no, we're going to play them. It's like, all right, you really fucked out of Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. That seems kind of Joe Burrow's return too, so it would make some definitely had. I don't see that happening.
Yeah. No, I was curious. I saw someone talking about
When
it
can they
today.
do it? That's my.
I have no idea. I
Like,
don't
that's
know.
what-
I don't
like-
know any science
Like that's what
behind
I'm
it.
saying. Like if they could, it wouldn't even make sense if they could do it the game week because people make plans.
Yeah.
Like teams make plans. I don't know. Yeah.
Probably an incel talking about it. I mean, whatever. It's not. It's just someone online being like, "Oh, I wonder if they'll flex
The
Bills."
only one I will say,
Bills Patriots. I mean, could that get flexed? No, that's a CBS game. They have a grip on that.
is it?
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's a 4:05 kickoff. I want to say
Week 15.
4:15 or something.
I don't
like
know. I don't know, Joe. I don't know, Jim.
that. I don't know, Jim.
Week 15, Bills at Pats. That's 1 p.m., brother.
Is it? No,
Yeah.
I'm saying it could get
it won't,
shifted.
It won't get flexed. I think you're out of luck. I think. Let's see. No, they won't. Well, first off, they won't do that because we have some amazing. Oh, this is a generational weekend. Just generational weekend.
What are we looking at?
We have the Lions at the Rams at 4:25.
Oh, that'll be good.
The Colts at the Seahawks at 4:25. And the Packers at the Broncos at 4:25. So 0.0% chance
no way.
they're moving to 4:25.
No way.
The only chance they have is
What's the primetime game? Sunday night.
Vikings at Cowboys.
That could get shifted.
Especially because the Cowboys. I was looking at the Cowboys schedule.
They'd have to move one of those 4:25 games up though,
play-
because Fox is going to want Dallas at 4:25 at all times.
Maybe not.
Have the
Yeah.
Cowboys played a 1:00 game recently? I feel like they're always at 4:25.
Listen, the Cowboys. Okay, all I'm saying is the Cowboys play the Eagles. First off, they play home to the Chargers at 1:00 the next week. They play home against the Eagles, home against the Cowboys at Detroit. They're losing all three of those games. They're going to be 4-1. And the Vikings are rough.
9 is not good.
He's got to change his number.
He's got to change his nickname. Stop calling yourself 9.
No, the Vikings are trash, and they below average. Sorry, tears.
Mhm.
But they play the Seattle Commies are bad, and then they play Dallas. Oh, and I forgot they play the Packers too. So there's a chance that they're like multiple games. No, they're definitely getting off of that game. But maybe they won't. Maybe they won't because it's the Cowboys.
Maybe they won't.
And that is fraudulent.
That could be very
That
fraudulent.
is robbing the American people.
That's Jerry Jones up the...
I'm not even saying. Here's my thing. I'll just say this. I'm not saying it has to be the Bills game. Like if they're like, dude, Bills game at 1 p.m. You have Detroit and like the Green Bay game at 4:25.
I'd watch Detroit Rams.
And then
Prime
you move one of those games, like you move one of those 3 awesome 4:25 games to 8:20. Like I think that's the best win.
Yeah. And then move the Cowboys to 1:00 and the Bills Patriots to 4:25. That'd be awesome.
They won't do that.
That'd be awesome.
They won't. But then the Cowboys game can be 4:25, and the Bills game can remain at 1:00, which is all of us want.
Yeah.
And it's a good window for the 1:00.
Yeah. No, you're right. Good.
Make us freaking
We're delaying
schedule.
talking about the hockey team. We're gonna throw that in here too at the end. They did win.
Twice.
They're back to back
Come
in
on,
Detroit on the end of their road trip, which they were almost winless on. And
Almost.
they
Come on, positivity.
They did go
Almost.
to overtime in Detroit, and they were able to win. And then they absolutely demolished Edmonton earlier this week. Tonight they play the Calgary Flames,
who are awful.
who are awful. So also it's a revenge tour. Who's their goalie? Former Rochester American in net. Devin Cooley, I want to say.
Well, okay.
I think.
No, that
Right? He was a Rochester goalie?
I think he was.
Yeah. And he's actually had over a .9 save percentage in the past few games. So he actually in the games that he's played. So
Damn.
yeah, they might need to actually try. But Tage Thompson as a center is elite. He's a little brothering people now, throwing them around, and
It is good to
Matthias
see.
Samuelson is scoring goals. So
Josh Norris getting back on the ice. I'm surprised he didn't like immediately just do your turn and be like something's not right.
yeah,
But,
right. Did he take a face off? No, he just skated.
I mean, Kesselring. I did
Out.
say that right.
Yes,
Finally, not Kesselring.
Kesselring.
L before R. But he's banged up.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, I did.
Are you looking at it right now?
1,000% up on my tabs. You know me too well.
Yeah.
It's amazing that they played 40 minutes together with Owen Power, and it's like, oh, this is awesome. Like, this is what we were waiting for, and we just
Can't have nice things.
we just refuse to have nice things in this.
Can't have nice
in
things
the
in
Sabres
Buffalo sports.
establishment. But
Yeah.
I mean, Zucker seems to be at least practicing. Benson returned, so it's a little up and up. It's a little positivity. 2-game winning streak again. They play Calgary, who's not very good. Chicago, who's off to a heart.
Do you call it a streak before 3 games?
3-game winning streak?
I say like back to back. I don't say that. Like
What do you mean, 2 or 3?
2 games is not a win streak.
Oh,
for
no,
me. You
I
got to
don't-
streak one more together.
3 is a win streak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back to back wins.
It's back-to-back wins, and then it's a 3-game winning streak.
Yes.
Because it's too hard to say back-to-back-to-back. That's just kind of dumb.
Yeah, but you have to when you're talking about the Bandits championships because you can't say 3.
Oh, I like that from you.
Mm-hmm.
I like that from
Their
you.
season starts on the 29th, Saturday after Thanksgiving.
I like that from you. But yeah, they play Chicago, who's not. I know they're off to a hot start, but they're not. I don't feel like they're that great. Carolina's gonna be a hard game at home on Sunday.
Yeah.
But can you win 2 out of 3? Right? Can you get some more momentum? I think this Colton Ellis guy is a guy.
Yeah, he had his own net in practice. He's going to be the starter tonight. So
He's been playing well, and it becomes the question of this: what happens to UPL? Because I think we kind of get in a little bit of a sample size with Lions, and he's solid. Ellis is solid.
Lions just got overworked and started falling apart.
UPL is easily the worst of the 3 goalies so far.
Absolutely.
And it's kind of also a question of what happened to Devin Levi? Because this guy, Ellis, is a young goaltender too, and it's like he's now playing and performing in the NHL.
Could Devin Levi have more upside potentially, though, than UPL? I think so.
I don't know what to do with Devin Levi.
You
They have too many goalies now, and one of them has to get the hell out.
Remember, the GM, who is so phenomenal, forced him up into the NHL in his first season. Didn't really let him develop in Rochester for the right amount of time, but now they are.
So I'll say this
reactively.
I'll say this, and again, I'm not in the business of defending Kevin Adams. I just think leverage wise, Levi pretty much leveraged him into doing that. And
yeah,
I do agree with some of the rumors that I would assume Levi kind of wants out. He also signed a 2-year deal, so sucks to suck. I don't know what to tell you. Why'd you go term? I don't know. I like Levi, but
you did it to yourself.
I like Levi, but every time he's been in the NHL, he's kind of sucked, and it's the same stuff over and over. He can't control a rebound, and his numbers, his advanced numbers might look great, but it's dude, because you're saving your own rebound.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, your advanced numbers are so cheese because you keep dropping the puck right next to you and then saving it again.
You're not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah,
here,
it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
And he gets in some really bad goals. And he's just I don't know. I'm not saying I'm out on him, but
no, I'm out on UPL.
I'm out on UPL.
I think honestly, you're going to wait for another goaltender to get injured and then just trade him.
Someone said we should trade him to Edmonton. I was like, hell yeah, can you go with him?
I mean, maybe, right? Yeah, I told you a couple weeks ago. No one's going to be interested in him unless someone's injured and they're just we need a guy.
Yeah. So
and that's what's going to happen. I guarantee it.
And with the Sabres, though, getting their forwards back, I think is nice. Another reason of why I don't understand why I let Jacob Bernard-Docker go is this reasoning right here that now Kessling is out and you could have had a guy be your 7th defenseman who has proven production of own power. Samuelson's playing awesome. You're getting Dahlin back up to speed.
Yeah, you're when is the dream crashing back down into a nightmare with Samuelson? You're just kind of buying time. But
that's your top pair. You could have had Owen Power and JBD and be like, you know what, that's fine for a couple weeks. Rather than have your Byron and Timmins just be like your third pair, whatever. Yeah. But no, they don't have that. We have Jacob Bryson, and they're going to have to reinvent their pairs, and it's just badass. It's just that was terrible asset management. I don't understand why they did it, but whatever.
Dahlin coming back gave him some juice as well over the weekend.
Getting your captain back. So
yeah.
Again, interesting what's going to happen with the Sabres. My final point is again with Alex Tuch. Apparently, they're not close.
No.
To a contract. I mean, Adrian Kempe got paid 8 years, 10.6.
Better trade him and get something for him. Well, if they let him walk.
Well, he got paid 8 years, $10.6 million as Adrian Kempe, who's probably as close to comparable as Alex Tuch in age and kind of production. And apparently, the Sabres are unwilling to go to 10. And I gotta say, that was a positive update. I'm gonna say that right now. That maybe seemed really negative, but I think that's a positive update. I found the Sabres.
They're not gonna overspend on.
I'm not gonna overspend on him. And you know what? If that means you have to trade him,
get some value.
Get some value. Get a first round pick and a good.
If they let him walk, I'm gonna be pissed.
They're not gonna let that happen.
They better not.
That is option 3.
Kevin Adams knows he's on the way out. You don't think, in spite of that, he's just gonna be like, Alex Tuch, go have fun.
Well, they would fire his ass.
You think?
I think there's still a chance he gets fired.
I think I agree with you. I'm just saying.
No, that's never. That is easily the third option.
I know. I'm more so just trying to be a little shit with Kevin Adams, but yeah, I don't know. It's. I can't say I'm back in until they string some more wins together. They're still very, very behind pace from where they need to be. Yet they're 4 points out from a tied for a wild card spot as we speak.
It's so weird that we're this negative, and they're 7-8-4, and if they win tonight, they're 8-4, which means they're on obviously not a good enough pace, but it's they're 500. I just don't know.
They were tied with Toronto.
Listen, they're negative. They're -9 in goals differential, like I don't know what to believe with this team, but
Yeah.
hey, we'll see. We'll keep monitoring it. Listen, they're getting a little healthier. I think they figured out their goalie rotation. Hopefully the defense can stay stabilized without Kesselring, and
Yeah.
who knows? We'll see what happens. But we're getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving, and that kind of shows you if your team's for real or not. And
Well,
the Sabres have a really good opportunity here to win a couple games at home and kind of
could keep them real.
get back in.
Yeah, and that would be a new feeling from years past, so that'd be pretty cool. But and like I said, that arena is going to be pumping soon because the Bandits start on the 29th as well. So yeah, I listen. Win this one tonight, Buffalo Sabres, and we might be having a conversation if you could string a couple
You know what
more
is
together.
remarkable? I am looking at this now. Is that sorry? This is going to be completely off topic, but I think this is
Okay.
kind of relevant to how bad this division is.
Everyone's actively trying.
How many teams? There's plenty of teams that are over like points against played. How many teams in the division do you think have a positive goal differential?
2.
1.
No, it's close.
The Tampa Bay Lightning have a +3 goal differential.
Yeah, everybody's negative.
The Red Wings and Bruins are 0. The Canadiens are -3. The Senators are -1. The Panthers are -1. The Leafs are -4, and we are staying at the bottom of -9. I mean, again, this is why it's kind of weird. Like all of a sudden, it's like wow, like, but like if you look at like the other, like the Metro, like, I mean, they have like what Detroit has 25 points, which is the lead. Like they have a bunch of teams with 24. Some people haven't even played their 20th game. Like Detroit would like be like the 5th team with that. Like again, a real opportunity here for the Sabres if they get their crap together to potentially be in the top 3. But
Yeah.
who knows? That's maybe too positive. Too positive.
We're not getting there. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Buffalonian podcast. I just realized I didn't go to a single commercial break, so I apologize for anyone who listened through this. You might, in between topics, just hear a commercial pop up, but you can skip right through it. So this episode's a one-off, guys. I'm sorry, we had to fit a lot in here today, so the mind was all over the place. But that's going to do it for this short week preview, betting on the Bills, review of the Tampa game, and Sabres outlook. But Dom, how do we always end these, buddy?
Go Bill D.
Go Bills. We'll talk to you next week.